What's good, YouTube? This your man Spill Dog. I'm glad that Devin won that fight, but I'm just as glad that he took the fight and got through it in 12 rounds as him winning. Um, like I said, I like Devin, always had, but I never really was a big Devin Haney fan, and a lot of it was because I felt like Gamboa, JoJo Diaz, Cambosis, a lot of these dudes he been fighting lately. I felt like Devin should have been good enough to knock these dudes out, and not just about, he don't need to have the one punch, one hit a quitter power, but I just felt like Gamboa was an older fighter, no defense, kind of definitely was on the back end of his career. Linares, it's quite a few of these guys that I just felt like Devin should have been good enough to get them up out of there at his, with him being as young as he is and as talented, with as much talent as he have. You know, at first I was saying, well, he gonna have a hard time without power going up, but if he can dominate these guys in the ring, he can get away from not having no power. The issue I'm having though is what's gonna happen when he. I need to see him now. I saw him think through a fight. I seen him gas out a little bit late, but he did what he had to do to pull the fight out in the end. Although he was winning, he came out in that last round as if he wasn't winning, and took and brought the fight on home. That gave me a lot of respect for him. How he because he clearly lost the 10th and 11th round somewhat big, and for him to get out in that last round and go out and take that round, that showed me a lot, and I'm quite sure it showed him and his father a lot as well, because you don't know it until you get in there with somebody real and do it. Now, what I don't want to see him do is start going backwards with the competition, meaning, no, you don't have to fight the best guy out there, but they need to be in the top 3 to 5. You don't need to go no farther back than that, because I say Devin learned more in that one fight than he did with all the rest of them dudes, and don't do you no good to be in there knocking out dudes and sparring. See, because when I hear him knocking out all these guys in sparring in his sparring matches, that leads me to believe he not getting good sparring, because I just watched him in there with a guy that he was clearly bigger than, taller than, strong. He had area advantage over and was hitting him with some big shots, and he didn't really buckle him. Lomachenko was a naturally smaller man, and he took them shots real good. He took a lot of big shots from Devin, and I didn't see him really staggered, except maybe once, and not really that good. And so, you know, his defense gonna have to tighten up a lot more if this the way he gonna fight. And he got to make sure he continue to out hustle guys. He outworked Loma in that fight, but you got 11-year age difference on this man too. So if you're not gonna be able to punch hard, then that means you're gonna have to step up your conditioning, because you're not gonna be able to get tired in there with a guy when you get in there with bigger fighters that's stronger than you, stronger than Loma, that's coming, and you fade in the 10th, 11th round, you get knocked out. You gotta, if you're not gonna be able to put these fighters down, then you're gonna have to may have to go get a strength and conditioning coach, so you can have your endurance where you ready to go 15 rounds if necessary. You can't be a 12 round fighter. You need to be a 15 round fighter if you're gonna play this game. If you're gonna want to go 12 rounds like Floyd and Bernard Hopkins did in most of their championship fights as they got in the bigger divisions. Floyd was knocking most of the guys he fought out in the smaller divisions. He had the 2 fights with Castillo, and I think he left 135 right after. When he went up to 140, I think he went 12 hard rounds with Chop Quarterly, and Yeah, pretty much everybody else he pretty much dominated at 140. Turo Gotti, he dominated Chop Chop for that matter, but the rest of them got knocked out. And cause what's gonna happen when you get to the welterweight division? Cause I'm thinking Devin gonna be trying to get belts in as many divisions as he can. I don't really see him making it past 147 with his height and his punching power. And I got a hard time, like right now, there's no way with his punching power and his defense being where it's at, he would be able to fight 147-pound top fighters. I think he can go in the 140-pound division. I think that's an easier division right now than the 135 division, but there's still good fights up there. What's that guy named Matthias Serbriel? You got Regis Prograis up there. You got Josh Taylor up there. You got it's some good. You got Tiafimo up there. It's some real good fights for him up there. I would like to see him in there with Tiafimo or any one of them top guys. Maybe not Josh Taylor or Prograis just yet, but I take Teo right now if he was up there at 140. Ryan Garcia is a gimmick fight. He don't need to waste his time with that. Devin need to fight the guys that's gonna help him continue to improve in his career. And if you think I'm wrong, go back and watch when Shane Mosley beat Oscar De La Hoya. His next two fights, I think one of them was Antonio Diaz, and I can't remember the other little white guy name, but neither one of them was they was like high C, low B caliber fighters, and Shane went in there and just kind of dominated. Doing that babysit the belt game. He was being a little busy, but he wasn't fighting nothing. And I think that hurt him when he got in the ring with Vernon Forrest. Although Vernon beat him in the amateurs, I think Shane would have been more prepared had he kept fighting good fighters. Now, you ain't got to fight the best guy in boxing, but you can stay with the guys that's going to continue to make you have to push and improve your fight game. Danny Garcia got a hell of a fight resume. Some of the fighters was a little older when he fought him, but Danny Garcia got a lot of A caliber fighters. To be honest with you, him and Earl Spence and Sean Porter all got respectable resumes up there. Keith Thurman too. Them, that's why I say I really believe. I think Terrence Crawford would have problems with Danny. Look how Bud did against Diaz. Look how against Benavidez. Look how Danny Garcia did against Benavidez. That's why I say that. I think Bud would have problems with Ugas. I think Bud would have problems with Keith Thurman, if not lose all these fights. These are fighters that Earl Spence has already beaten outside of Keith Thurman, beaten pretty convincingly. Devin, if he wanna really be what he's trying to be, you gotta fight consistent, real competition. And I'm hoping they ain't finna go out here and start pulling up these old dudes with a record and stuff like that. Get out here and keep fighting so you can continue to improve his fight game. And truth be told, it wouldn't hurt for Devin to either be. I think if he was with Floyd Sr., he'd have had more knockouts. If him, for whatever reason, I don't know, maybe Big Floyd's sick or something. I ain't heard nothing about him, but who Devin would really benefit from working with would be Derrick James right now. And I ain't saying it just because Derrick James' name is hot right now. If you watch Derrick James and the fighters that come to him, Charlo was basically Devin Haney before he got to Derrick James. He was doing an excellent job outboxing guys, dominating them to some degree, but he was going 12 rounds. As soon as he got with Derrick James, he started knocking fighters out. Earl knocking everybody out. Frank Martin? Frank Martin is a big puncher in the division. I don't know what Derrick James is doing. I don't know as far as can you develop a person's power, but you can show them how to. You can teach them how to box and throw hard punches. You know, it just seemed to me like after the guys get over there with Derrick James, they punching harder and they knocking fighters out. That's the truth. And Bill Haney, yeah, he has done an excellent job with his son. You know, they ain't no denying that. But maybe he need a little something else now. Not just, put like this, if Floyd Senior ain't coming back. You know, Derrick James. I know that ain't gonna never happen, but I think he would be. I think he could. I think he would do wonders for Devin Haney, because that's what if Devin Haney could punch, then I think these guys would be in trouble out here, because his work ethic, his heart, his confidence, those are things that either you got them or you don't. But most of the guys he gonna have to face, top guys, they got punching power. They definitely hitting harder than him. And it's gonna come a point like with Tank. Tank got too much punching power, I think, for him. Shakur got out. He got good pop. I have to see, how he looked in some more fights at 135, but he looked damn dominant in the last fight he was in. Teo got pop in his glove. Lomachenko don't like he got no power at 135. Don't like he gon' I think he knocked people out with punches they don't see, but it ain't about I don't see him punching much harder than Devin. But I would say if Devin was to increase that punching power, he'll be a serious, then I could see him on some Floyd Mayweather type trajectory, but he got a brighter future ahead of him with or without the punching power. I believe that, but he gonna have to be careful who he fight until he get a little bit better. If he going up in these weight divisions. Now I ain't saying, once again, don't fight no sorry fighters, no more of that. But they gotta pick their fighters right in the bigger divisions. The ones that's his side, they need to get some that's like him to start off with, that ain't got all that big one-hitter quitter. Because like I said, bigger fighters, he gonna have a big problem keeping them off of punching like that. But that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, like or subscribe. Till next time, it's your man Spill Dog. I'm out.